Installing a toe tap into the Seadoo Fish Pro Trophy. This is 2023 model. Now it's become pretty obvious over the last couple of days that some of the North American versions of this, the models, are configured somewhat differently, and to the Australian ones. This was bought in Australia, and this is really, so this is for the particular configuration here. This is a naturally aspirated engine, 170, so no supercharger in here, so it should be a relatively simple job. The most important thing, first of all, is to sort out in your head which pipe we're dealing with. Now, after a lot of effort, we're looking at the back end of the ski here, and you can see the siphon tubes coming in here. And if we now look down here, this pipe here is the critical one. Now I've already put a new pipe in here. So this is the length of pipe. This is 19mm in Australia, 3/4 inch elsewhere in the world, heater pipe. Originally from there, where you can see that clamp, came up behind here, and this is very difficult to show people, but it originally went under there and joins onto a T-piece. There's the T-piece that it originally connected to. It's very difficult to actually show people. And then the hose, the original hose, there's the T-piece that joins to. The original hose went behind, came out down here. That's the one with the insulation around it, and went under the engine block, and eventually comes up under the engine block and joins onto the exhaust manifold bin. A really difficult place to get to. And I was going through the whole thought process of using hose clamps, but the issue is there's nowhere to clamp this hose that's accessible on the water. You have to remove the deck unless you extend the hose, which you might as well put a toe tap on, which is what we're going to do. So I've gone through that process, decided against the hose pinching pliers, and I'm just going to go and put a valve in here. So what I did, back to where we were, the end of the ski, where we took that little segment of pipe out, down here, right there, okay, I put in another length of pipe, same stuff, 19mm, goes under the engine, parallel to the original, and comes up. So loops right under the engine, comes up here, and now I'm about to install the valve in there. Here's the valve that I'm going to put on. It's actually, I think this might actually be a 20mm valve, doesn't really matter. And a couple of the spikes on the end with the spears on to join the pipe. I put those on with some plumber's tape, tighten them up pretty well. I've gone for plastic because obviously, even I'm going to try and wire tie it up as much as possible. You want to avoid heavy metal valves smashing against the side of your ski. I'll probably put some protection around this anyway, where it is. And yeah, ready to go. So we've installed the valve. The valve is here, you can see. Using some hose clamps. Very, very tight fit with the hose, but still don't trust it. Put hose clamps on there. Don't tighten them up too much because it's a plastic valve. You don't want to crack the thing. Anyway, it's pretty secure, I think. And then we've taken the new pipe back to the old connection. So that's the front of the ski. Obviously we're looking towards the back now. Here goes the new pipe, and it connects under there to the T-piece that I was talking about before with a hose clamp. There's actually two other pipes come off that at the back, that T-piece, so it's a kind of Y piece, not a T-piece. Just to run through this one more time. New pipe down here, starts here, okay. Old original pipe with the kind of insulation on it. Okay, let me get everything out so you can see. New pipe runs under the engine block there, going to be wire tied down soon. Then comes up here. Here it comes. Alright, here it is. This one, not that one. This one here comes up from under the engine block, round here. Okay, round here. Here's the toe tap itself. Okay, and then this cable, this pipe goes back under there to the original T-piece. So effectively we've added a loop of pipe from the original intake under the engine block, looped it up past between the engine block and the battery, under here, install the tap, there it is, and then reconnected it where it was before. So I'm just going to wire tie it all, and hopefully we got this right. We shall see. Here's the final thing without the deck on. Now this should appear just where you take the seat out. Should be reasonably easy to get to. Just come underneath the deck, and then that goes back along the top behind there, connects with the original T-piece. This way it goes down underneath the engine block all the way along here. Here it comes, pops out here. Let's just take that off, that wire tie, and goes into that point there. So all done. So now you can see what it looks like with the deck plate on here, and there's the tap, pretty easy to reach. I put some protection around that in case it decides to smash against the side of the hole there, which probably will. That's it. The only word of warning is that I just put this deck back on using one of these impact drivers, and might have overcooked it on one of the bolts there, and the little clip that holds it in is kind of broken. I over torqued it, but I managed to get it back in, but it's going to be a pain in the arse take off next time. I'll have to get some spare ones of those, so just be careful when you're tightening those bolts up, guys. Otherwise that's it. Going to take it on the water and give it a whirl.